Some said, okay, Blakk Rasta, what happened to your dreams? All those wonderful dreams you had, 10 in all pointing to a win for the NDC. What happened to them? And some even went a step further to ask, were you inspired by the devil or you were inspired by God? Unfortunately, my brother, my sister, I was under the weather. Sometimes you see how it is or how it feels that you want to give a response, yet there is that divine force that is holding you back until you say your time will come. You remember that advert, right? Your time will come. This is the time. Are you not ashamed to be part of this country at this point? Let's go straight to the point. Let's call a spade a spade. Now you have just finished your Kakamoto B elections. And some people believe that the election is credible enough for us to hold on to a certain winner and a certain loser or a certain group of losers. Are you crazy, Ghanaians? Are you crazy or you are refusing to think? What is happening in this country, my brother, my sister? Forget about the dreams Blakk Rasta had. Forget about prophecies people had. If you're all EC, that has never been funded like it has been funded in these times, can come out not once, not twice, to tell you time and again that there were discrepancies and the figures had become nothing but chameleon figures, changing colors every now and then. Worse, my brother, my sister, than the Efiekuma traffic light in Takrade. And you still have the guts, my brother, my sister, to hold on to a certain result and say that it is credible enough for you to celebrate a certain winner and then whatever to some group of losers. You must be crazy, Ghanaians. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's deal with the elections. That's what I want us to look at. Listen, I've been watching all these TV channels from the foreign stations, and I always shiver. My friends called me all the way from Burkina Faso, from Cameroon, some even from Angola. As for those outside Africa, numerous, congratulating us. Oh, congratulations, Ghana, you have done it again. Peaceful elections. My God have mercy. And I couldn't say, oh, thank you, because I knew exactly that I'll be coming on radio today to tell you exactly what I'm about to tell you. Is it of any wonder that no international body has congratulated the so-called winner of the elections? Nana Addo told you point blank that he is not interested in presiding over an election that, my brother, my sister, is crooked. What it means is that if at the end of elections there is a certain crookery, he does not want to be part of it unless he gave you lip service as usual. Because it's full of lip service. We all know that. And we are not scared to say it, my brother, my sister. French president came here. He was in front of him throwing all the big jargons about Pan-Africanism. And the moment the French president left, Nana Addo borrowed more than all the presidents dead and alive. And that is what he's using to so-called massage your egos for you to feel that something positive is happening. I am not ready to be and preside over a crooked election. We have to hold Nana Addo to that promise. It's simple because the EC itself has come out to say that the elections had issues. And for that matter, results keep changing like the traffic light at Efiekuma. Results keep changing like a chameleon. Is that a credible enough election for you to hold on to and go to the gallery and start jubilating? My brother, my sister, you must be coming from another planet. I don't care who wins the elections. At this point, it doesn't matter whether QRF wins or whoever wins. The most important thing is to be Ghanaian and African at this point. Listen, my brother, my sister. Your elections just ended. And we hear some people say, oh, some officials say, oh, it's been very, very peaceful elections. Only 5 people were killed. My God have mercy. If one person was from your family I'm not sure that you will come out and say only 5 people were killed. What kind of election is it that people have to be shot and killed? What kind of an election is it that you have Kakamotobi soldiers running left, right, and center, terrorizing people, carrying ballot boxes, and so on and so forth? As we were told, is it true? I wasn't there. At the end of the day, listen, free electricity, free water, roads, free SHS, free everything, free everything, free everything, as against a man whose slave queens had taken to the gallery almost every second of a day. Mahama suffered in the hands of slave queens in these elections. Mahama, the incompetent, as he was tagged, my brother, my sister, had no resources to run these elections. The government in power had every resource, my brother, my sister, to run full speed. No wonder we saw posters and banners and almost everything, every centimeter that we walked in the length and breadth of this country. Yet, you manage a paltry chameleon figure that still keeps changing, my brother, my sister, and you cannot even jubilate and celebrate. That is why the whole country is quiet. And I see a lot of people going out there. Some people are demonstrating. Yes, it's okay to demonstrate, but remember to keep it peaceful. Now I've heard Inusa, Honorable Inusa, who I know very well, say Mahama should declare himself president and run a parallel government. Nana Addo simply would not want to hear that. I would not want to hear that. Ghana would not want to hear that, but there's a danger of that. So to those people who ask, so your dreams, did they come to pass? Ha! My brother, my sister, you're joking. You think the election has ended? You think it's ended like that with the chameleon figures coming out from the EC? The most financed EC of our time, with mathematical figures that have ceased to be mathematical, but have become, my brother, my sister, geometric jingoisms. Hallelujah to the bongo clippings, oh Ghana. Think as human beings. Forget who is in power and who is not in power. Forget who is holding a gun pointing at your head. Speak the truth and let the truth set you free. The lie can only set you free, but that freedom is called Mickey Mouse freedom. How can Mahama be tormented by slave queens all this while? How can incompetent Mahama, in whose regime guinea fowls flew all the way to Burkina Faso and never came back without any visa? How can Mahama, my brother, my sister, who was seen to be as corrupt as the devil himself, go toe to toe with the most honest politician, Nana Addo? Toe to toe. Parliamentary, slaughtered all those think tanks, ministers and deputy ministers and so on and so forth. That is why they are not able to jubilate. That is why Nana Addo is quietly waiting. If I were Nana Addo, this will be the time to deliver on your biggest promise to the people. You promised the people of Ghana that you shall never preside over a crooked elections. Well, one thing is constant in mathematics, and the constant is that the elections have been crooked. Simple. Go out and ask every Ghanaian, how did the election go? If they don't start by saying, then they will simply walk away for fear of being victimized. How can you call this election credible? My brother, my sister, at the end of an election, nobody, even if your donko is getting more commendations, my brother, my sister, than the so-called winner of the elections. Let's be honest, my brother, my sister. You had all the resources to campaign. You had free water to give to the people, free electricity to give to the people, free roads to give to the people, free SHS to give to the people. Mahama had nothing free to give to anybody. He was only promising them Okada, and sometimes even parceling tea bread and giving to people on the streets. Yet Mahama gave you a run for your money. Is it not enough for you to say, listen, I am so ashamed, so I'm leaving power? And some people have the guts to still ask, did your prophecies come true? Those who prophesied and those who did not prophesy, are you blind? Can't you see what is happening in the country? Ghana, please, be that democratic country and don't hide under pseudo-democracy and misbehave. Now, I am glad. Listen, I'm going to read something from my Joy Online right now. And you will see that we are almost running into a banana republic. Banana republic. If you know what that means, fair enough. If you don't, forget about it. If you've ever read The Animal Farm, that is a banana republic. My brother, my sister, listen. This one says, and it was published yesterday, the 13th of December, 2020, at 1:08 p.m. It says, trust us, not the EC. And this is Imani Ghana telling Ghanaians, listen, that the EC you brought and financed this EC so much like you have never financed any other EC. As for Afarijan, they only gave him so many pockets of cigarette to smoke and run the elections. Cigarette, plenty, just smoke and run the elections, maybe with some other things. But this EC was well financed. Listen to what Imani is telling Ghanaians. Trust us, not the EC. Imani Ghana tells Ghanaians, and I read a few paragraphs for you. Then we will go into it and look at it more seriously. My brother, my sister, this country is called Ghana. It's a beautiful country. We had our independence in 1957. And this is such a beautiful country. I will want everybody to look at our history, where we are coming from, our democracy, which is almost becoming the hallmark of the whole of Africa. I read, Vice President of Imani Ghana, Bright Simmons, has entreated Ghanaians to trust Imani Ghana and by extension civil society organizations rather than the Electoral Commission. According to Bright Simmons, the EC over the years has spewed more lies than truths about their procurement work, some of which have been exposed by CHOs in the country. He said, we found them to be lying at every turn. Trust and lies don't mix. This, he says, is the reason why Imani Ghana always refuses to give the EC the benefit of the doubt. In a post on social media, he pointed out that after reading thousands of pages of the EC's procurement work, it is hard to believe the electoral body would even speak the truth. That's the need for Ghanaians to listen to the CHOs when they speak the truth on issues. My brother, it's a lengthy whole thing. I'll let it rest there. Right now, the EC that we employed is being told to step aside. It has lost credibility and nobody is ready to listen to them. Why? Because the mathematics they brought to us, we have tried all this while to try and find out what equations they used. We are still at sea. We have decided to go after Alote, Professor Alote, to explain to us how a percentage cannot end in a full 100. Maybe it's modern times, and for that matter, mathematics of the past will not matter anymore. And people still hold on to this and claim that everything is okay. If you think Nana Addo won the elections, so be it. Continue to live in that tomfoolery. It is unto you. And if you think Mahama lost the elections, it's unto you. Continue to live in that fool's paradise. Continue to be in it. And if you think the other candidates have also been put in that same category as losers, it's unto you. Until I see a credible elections. My brother, my sister, I cease to be part of all the people who sing praises. Under normal circumstances, my brother, my sister, you have an election that is well financed. Election day, people go out to vote. Everything is going on good. Then we hear that, oh, shooting. We hear that even some places, they started late. For that matter, they even extended the whatever. And later we start hearing about other things. What should you do? Electoral Commission is petitioned. Read the petition. If you have to hold on the results and deal with the petition, you do that. But we heard there was a way they were able to sweep the whole petition somewhere and then hurriedly announce elections, results. And we all at the crossroads right now. There are so many things here that I will not be able to read. So Ghanaians right now have come to a certain understanding, my brother, my sister, that no, this is not a normal election. And whoever thinks the election is over, my God, is probably living on another planet. Now they are asking for a forensic audit of the elections. At the end of the day, we told you long ago that this will end in legal tussles. Did we not tell you that? Did we not tell you that the EC will not be able to announce the results within 24 hours? You still have the guts to come around and ask me, instead of holding your leaders accountable for all these lies. Me, an innocent man who has nothing to benefit from any politician. And I dare say it. Let one politician come out and say, I gave Blakk Rasta ice water to drink and talk on radio. And that we shall expose them right from the head to the toe. If there's anybody you should congratulate at all, I think you should go to Mahama. The Slayer Queens did a lot of damage. The Slayer Queens made Mahama so almost useless. And if such an incompetent man as you claim, with no resources, was able to run toe-to-toe with you, and you are now struggling to permutate and try and calculate and recalculate and bring things together to try to get a certain even number in parliament and try to also, oh my God, what a joke. Kakamotobi elections. To God be the glory. NDC to demand forensic audit of the 2020 election outcome. And this is credited to Inusa. Alasan Suyini also says, and this is captured on my Joy Online, it is difficult to take Akufo-Addo seriously. His actions don't match his words. And I agree. I agree. Fighting corruption. Doblever was kicked out of the office like an accursed animal. Look what happened to Hamidu. Hamidu that I did not trust after some time anyway. Look what happened to him. See what he said. If you bring me to fight corruption and I'm trying to fight corruption, you make me understand that you only brought me to supervise over corruption, not to fight corruption. My brother, my sister, let's think about it. Ajina Sari says, choose peace over chaos. Of course, the Christian would always talk about peace. But there is no peace if there's no equal rights. Peter Tosh told you that. You can always say peace. Peace, 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 peace. Of course, chaos is not what we want. But we truly want the election results to reflect the mandate of the people. Now, the people are demanding that they want their mandate to be upheld. Nana, with all respect to you, you promised that you will not preside over any crooked elections. This election is nothing but crooked. Unless Nana comes out to tell us that no, the election is nothing but perfect, and all the figures are correct, and everything is okay. Okay. Now, some people also said, oh, but the media houses were also there and they reported the same figures and everything was okay. The office of the chief imam is chasing Sheikh Armiyaw away. Because Sheikh Armiyaw came out in the name of Cordial, corroborating the results and saying everything was okay. And the office of the chief imam say, hey, please. Even though you speak for the peace, chief imam, this time around you are speaking for yourself. Go and speak for Cordio, not for the chief imam. How can you say that the media reported the same results, and after reporting the same results, the EC boss herself comes to say that, oh, there were mistakes? Who made the mistakes? Was it the media? Or was it the EC? Or was it both? Please. Look at it. Ghana, we still have a beautiful country. There is a way out. Listen to what the opposition says. Okay, this constituency, there was a problem. That constituency, there was a problem. Sit down and listen to the problems. See what we can do. If you have to rerun some of the constituencies, like we did at time, let's go ahead and do that. Rather than presiding over these crooked elections, Kakamotobi elections, that nobody's congratulating a winner. How can you be congratulated in this case? Let's think about it. My brother, my sister, today I did not intend to talk too much. You wanted to hear me speak about the elections, and I've told you my peace of mind. Oh, our elections were so peaceful, only 5 people died. My God. What language is that? Is it a war zone? Oh, the elections were so peaceful. 5 minutes you will vote and go away. And I even heard that there were some places where some people, 15,000 people printed for the presidential candidate, and they were not interested in MPs. Interesting. To God be the glory. My brother, my sister, we still have a beautiful country. Listen, until we as a people decide to have an election of ideas rather than an election of deep pockets, we will continue having the youth lose faith in us. You don't care if the election is stolen. You don't care if the mandate of the people is stolen. Next time you go to the people for the mandate, they know that it will be stolen again. So they won't waste their time giving their mandate again. They will find other ways and means to make their mandate be heard. And that is what we fear. Until our elections become an elections of ideas, rather than an election of deep pockets, we will continue having the youth, my brother, my sister, emulate nothing but foolishness. We are speaking as Ghanaians. If Mahama wins, 1 penny will not come to my house. If Nanado wins, unfortunately I'm not touching him, it will not come to me, inure to my benefit. If Ekuyadonko wins, my tree is so terrible I won't be able to communicate with her. If Goom wins, I'm not a member of his church, so I will not benefit from his holy water. As for the other candidates, I don't even know and remember them. Because they have relegated themselves to nothing. How can a all Kwame Nkrumah party so much fizzle out in such a disgraceful extravaganza, my brother, my sister, and you claim that you have the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah following you? You guys are comedians. You are jokers. You have sold out Kwame Nkrumah so cheaply that to win an election in Ghana right now, you have to insult Kwame Nkrumah. To win an election in Ghana right now, you have to insult Kwame Nkrumah, because the so-called Nkrumahs have become nothing but fools. The so-called Nkrumahs have become nothing but useless assholes. And I'm saying it out of all passion. If you look at what Kwame Nkrumah did for this country, if you look at the kind of sacrifice Nkrumah threw out to the people, and today his own party can be overtaken by a church, a church, one church has overtaken the whole Nkrumah's party from when Nkrumah started it in the days. That is a disgrace. What happened to the Nkrumahist? What happened to all the ideologies of Kwame Nkrumah? No wonder any Tom, Dick, and Harry can get up and insult Kwame Nkrumah and compare any lax-slatter human being to Kwame Nkrumah. What a joke of a country. Where would the youth stand? Now the youth are demonstrating. Where are those who are going to tell the youth to stop demonstrating? How can you be a thief? And now the youth are on the street stealing. They know you as the king of thieves. You come out to tell them stealing is not good. They will laugh at you. Right now, our elections in Africa, very simple. We are only electing thieves so that we can stand out and say that, oh, yes, he's a thief, but he's our thief. When he steals, we benefit from his stealing. That's how it is. Deep pocket elections. If you don't have money, you can never win an election. You can have the best ideas, forget about it. My brother, my sister, as I told you, I'm not too well. I'm not going to go too much into it. But to all well-meaning Ghanaians, it's time to sit all these political parties down and let them understand that if they think these elections came out fairly, all the international observers are talking about it. Yes, the procedure was good, was nice, overly peaceful, good. Yes, we had some deaths, fine. But at the end of it all, the collation of results left a lot to be desired. We have Ghanaians who live outside Ghana. We have Ghanaians who live in Europe. Some live in America. They want to be proud of our elections. They want to be proud of this country. When we have a peaceful election, they all go out shoulder high to tell the whole world that, listen, we are not here because we are forced to be here. We are only here because we are on a holiday. We will soon return to our heaven. But the way it is now, can you say that? Can you say that? I'm so shocked that the same man who said that he will not preside over any crooked election is so quiet. Days after the election, the man is so quiet. When EC has made a mockery of itself, the whole is, if I were Nanado, this would be the time to even say, listen, opposition has come out with a number of reasons. And the fact that EC keeps going on and off, to and fro, I am asking independent investigations into the elections. And this independent investigation is going to be sanctioned by both me, myself, and the opposition. Let's all agree on who we are going to bring up to investigate our elections within this period of time. So opposition says, okay, we agree with this one, we agree with this one, we agree this, we too, we agree with that. And then you will form a certain committee endorsed by both the opposition and the so-called winner of the election. That is when people would applaud. And even if it comes out that Nana Addo loses, his name will go deep into the history annals that he is such an incorrigible, incorruptible president or politician. To God be the glory. We leave it here. Until then, all they are telling us is nothing but noise to say,